Development of a problem statement. What is required? Now, a problem statement is a short summary of text detailing the needs of a required project, essentially to solve a problem. The statement may provide context to a new system in the areas of purpose, design elements, needs of users, time frame, budget, required technology, or organizational requirements. So they mightn't all be outlined in the problem statement, but we're kind of targeting these key areas when we put a problem statement together. So the problem statement outlines what needs to be achieved by a project and highlights the requirements that need to be met in a concise format. It's meant to be short, hence why it's a problem statement. It's not a problem paragraph, it's not a problem page of information. We're meaning to be concise with this. It will then act as a starting point for teams who are going to work on the project. So they will analyze the problem statement and from there start trying to generate ideas. So what we're going to do now is look at some samples of problem statements, and I put two of them together just to kind of give you an idea of what a problem statement may look like. So my first example, problem statement one, is an app needs to be developed which will allow students in a school to access their classwork and partake in video conferences with fellow students and teachers in order to support remote learning. The app must be user friendly in order to support students. So that's my problem statement. So it's talking about an app, its target audience is students, okay, and it's got some ideas related to technology and talks about the fact that they are students at a school relating to the organization. So that will then be my starting point for my team, who then will develop this app to cater to those students' needs based on this problem. The problem being that they've got to work remotely at certain times, and the app will solve it. My second scenario, then, I'm going to look at a different context. And in this context, methods need to be developed by an organization in order to reduce consumption of energy resources and the creation of waste within the workplace. Sustainable practices are to be implemented and then returning a profit for the organization within 3 years of implementation. Okay, so this is now a separate problem. Okay, we need to bring in sustainable practices into our workplace. We're working within an organization. They know that they've got to change their work practices and they want to make sure that these practices they bring in are going to then be bringing a profit based on saving on fossil fuels and using renewable sources of energy. Okay, so then the team would have to use this as their basis and then from there start thinking of ideas of sustainable practices as a part of their project. So I hope this video has given you an understanding of what essentially problem statements are and what they achieve us to do. And it really making a summary of what an actual problem is, a problem that needs to be solved. And by summarizing it and simplifying it, we can then analyze the issue as the starting point of our project and then start thinking of ideas of how we're going to solve that problem based on its problem statement. So being clear, concise, and straight to the point with the problem statements we develop. So then we can start thinking what we're going to do about solving that problem.